everyone, welcome to our next travel destination. We find ourselves in Malaysia now after leaving Thailand, and we are in the island of Penang. Yes, it's a small island to the northwest of Malaysia. It's known and very popular by expats, mostly because, well, expats, we love food, and Penang is famous for their food, but there's also a lot of rich history here. In fact, there was the British occupation, then in the 1940s, the Japanese came in and occupied, and then of course after World War II, eventually Malaysia became independent. And it is such a vibrant community here that people just flock here. So I figured I'd come, check out the food, check out some of the sights and the history, and that's what this video is going to show.
One of the first things you're going to notice about Penang is it's a confluence of cultures, ranging from Malay, Chinese, and Indian. Getting around Penang is super easy. It's very walkable, but you also can download the rideshare app Grab and get around for cheap. A must-see place in Penang is Penang Hill, a resort comprising of a group of peaks near the center of Penang Island located 9 kilometers west of the center of Georgetown. Penang Hill is also known by the Malay name Bukit Bendera, which actually refers to Flagstaff Hill, the most developed peak. The top of Flagstaff Hill is accessible via the Penang Hill Railway from the base station at Hill Railway Station Road. The highest point overlooks the island from a height of 833 meters with a prominence of 735 meters. Penang Hill is part of a biosphere reserve recognized by UNESCO. Monkeys have also made Penang Hill their home, so they might look cute and cuddly, but they will steal anything they can get their hands on, so watch your valuables, folks. Fort Cornwallis is a bastion fort built by the British in the late 18th century and was named after Lieutenant General Earl Cornwallis. It's the largest standing fort in Malaysia. However, the fort never engaged in combat during its operational history. Captain Francis Light took possession of Penang Island from the Sultan of Kedah in 1786 and built the original fort. The fort's purpose was to protect Penang from pirates in Kedah. Even though the fort was originally built for the British military, its function was more administrative than defensive. Today, the fort stands as a historic marker, archaeological site, and a place that caters company dinners. Near the Municipal City Hall and Town Hall in the northeast part of the island is the Esplanade, in a large park where locals walk, play sports with friends and family, and relax while congregating with their families near sunset. Despite temperatures exceeding 30 degrees Celsius, you can also find people dressed up in very warm animated character costumes. One thing that won't disappoint in this area of town is the abundance of breathtaking architecture.
One of the most famous parts about Penang are the food hawker stalls right here on the street. And the food, freshly made, starfruit juice, and all of this is for about $2.69 US, and it's rich and delicious.
If you aren't adventurous enough for the famous street food, there are plenty of more traditional options of indoor restaurants and food courts where you can get a wide variety of local flavors. Local in Penang can be anything ranging from Malaysian to Chinese to Indian to even Thai and Vietnamese. Here we see a local lady stuffing dumplings by hand. Yes, I tried them, and they were absolutely delicious.
Decisions. The one on the left or the one on the right?
The Goddess of Mercy Temple is a Mahayan Buddhist temple. It was built in 1728, making it the oldest Buddhist temple in the state. The temple is dedicated to the Buddhist Mahasattva of Mercy, Guan Yin. It remains a focal point of Chinese festivals, such as the annual feast days for Guan Yin and the Jade Emperor's birthday. If you are lucky enough to be there during Chinese New Year like I was, then you will get to see the traditional choreographed dragon dances. A sign at the temple warns travelers about bogus monks. Real monks will only ask for donations of food, while bogus monks will ask for money. Just don't be surprised if the local, super friendly Malaysian people want to get their picture taken with you. Chew Jetty is one of 6 wooden clan jetties in Georgetown on Penang. There are even examples of the local street art on the stilted buildings, which we will explore more of shortly. These jetties feature buildings that are currently inhabited by members of Penang's Chinese immigrant community. It's now a tourist attraction, with clan members using the lower part of their houses as shops. Chew Jetty remains in something of a historical time warp. Running water and electricity were introduced in 1957, but the people still live on the jetty in wooden houses on stilts as a close-knit community, as they have done for over 100 years. Penang, Malaysia became famous for its street art thanks to the work of Lithuanian artist Ernest Zakarevich, who was commissioned to create a series of 6 wall murals across the town for the 2012 Georgetown Festival. This has inspired other street artists to add their contributions to the local art scene. The beautifully ornate Che Kong Si Temple is a Chinese clan house built in 1810 and is located in Georgetown's Heritage Zone and is the headquarters of the Che clan in Penang. The temple's ground floor functions to feed and entertain large groups of people, while the second floor houses the clan temple, which is a Taoist temple dedicated to the worship of Hock Hao Kong and other famous members of the Che clan. Around every street corner you'll find architectural marvels and even random benches to relax on. Depending on the season, even the city parks will be ornately decorated. Tuk-tuks are both romantic and fun. The Kapitan Kaleng Mosque was built in the 19th century by Indian Muslim traders in Penang. Being a prominent Islamic historic center, it is part of the World Heritage Site of Georgetown and lies at the center of the city's Tamil Muslim neighborhood. It is the first permanent Muslim institution to have been established in the area. While Hindus make up only 8% of Penang's population, they also have their share of ornate temples as well.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. I hope you've learned something, maybe inspired to come here and check out Penang. If you have any questions or comments, please post them down below and I'll do my best to answer them. Thanks so much for watching, and of course, travel on.